What's the secret to journaling every day? Joining me to write together? No, I'm only kidding. You do not need to journal every day. In fact, today I wanted to share some tips with you on how to get into a good, consistent, sustainable journaling habit, but without putting too much pressure on yourself. But first, here is today's journaling prompt. Reflect on a wellness habit you'd like to cultivate, like journaling, meditation, exercise, or healthy eating. What has held you back in the past from being consistent? What small, achievable goal could you set for yourself this week? Brainstorm some strategies to help you stay committed, even when motivation is low. Okay, I said I would share some tips. Number one, and the thing that I think is most important, is for you to know that yes, consistency is key, but missing a day or two is actually not a big deal. And yeah, missing a day, it's not going to undo all of the work and the benefits that you've built up in the previous days or weeks. For me, I don't write on a Sunday. I generally don't write when I am traveling for work or I've got big work deadlines. So yeah, set yourself realistic goals and maybe say to yourself, I will write 4 times this week, and kind of decide what fits best with your schedule. Okay, so the second thing that is really important for you to know is that you, quite a lot of the times, are not going to feel like it. You should not be waiting until you feel like it, because it's highly unlikely that that feeling is going to change by itself. This is when you need to say to yourself, okay, I'll just write for a minute, I'll get started, I'll put a timer on, I'll write for a minute, and then I'm done. Once you get started, usually what then happens is you realise that whatever the thing wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be, or actually you realise that you're getting into it and you'd like to do it for longer. Yeah, so the hardest thing is getting started, so if you can get over that hurdle, that's great. So moving on to my third tip, which is all about making it easy. So try and keep your journal visible and accessible. Maybe you'd also like to think about using different prompts and templates to help you with your writing, so like the ones that we share here. I'd love to know what tips that you have for getting into a regular writing habit. If there's any other wellness goals that you're working on, that you have tips around that kind of habit formation and being consistent and making progress in those goals. Yeah, please share and let me know in the comments. That's all from me today. I hope you have some really lovely plans for the weekend, and I'll be back in a couple of days. But in the meantime, I hope you have a beautiful day.